Then kung makakabawi ang Mineski for Game 2 or Clutch Gamers will put this in the bag. Wow, dami na palang picks dito. And now they get the Temper Assassin again for Mineski. Pero yung dito, Shadow Fiend for paring Armel. And if I'm not mistaken, Idol Butters, this is one of his signatures, tama? Si Armel with the Shadow Fiend. Hindi masyado. Okay. So TA pala ang paborito. But I think I can remember a game kung saan si Armel with the Shadow Fiend really wrecks yung mid lane. So I'm quite excited for this.
Yeah. But interestingly enough, Mineski will be getting themselves a Reki pick.
Yeah.
Dito. So,
yan ang paborito mong hero, di ba?
Oh, Reki.
Siyempre.
Pero ito Mineski hasn't shown really much, para sabihin to, execution in terms of like yung rotations nila. So having a Reki who excels or needs a lot of rotation in the early game might prove to be difficult for them to handle.
Let's see.
Tingnan natin muna. I mean,
maybe there's a chance kasi meron sila dito double silence bubble, yung Riki, smoke screen, then yung disruptor, static storm. Let's see if that could pay against Trend Protector, Vengeful, and Shadow Fiend. Pero tama ka naman, yung rotations dito very crucial for both teams. Kasi kunwari Shadow Fiend dito, kapag naging successful ang Mineski with forcing out yung Shadow Fiend out of the lane with the help of the Riki, they can really help it on Temper Assassin to get the mileage. Mileage ba term yun? Parang get the head start pala for his farm.
So this is gonna be a position 1 Vengeful.
Yeah. Something na I guess paborito ng mga Southeast Asian teams ngayon. It's fast kasi, fast-paced, and it really fits well with the Shadow Fiend. So, lalo na yung mga Ogre Magi, Abaddon, yung mga ganyan, it really helps kung meron kang position 1 na Vengeful Spirit.
And
last pick for Mineski should be their carry.
So, Dark's your first pick here for Mineski pala.
Matagal na kasi itong nag-fall out of favor si Darkseer, but I think it's still a very good off-lane kasi maraming lineup na pasok siya eh. Ang naglalak lang sa kanya is the stun na wala yung, kunwari Magnus, the axe with a call. Parang ganong klaseng disables. Pero he still has that vacuum in the wall. So, ang ginagawa na ng mga teams is usually draft something na pwede mag-combo dun sa vacuum niya, which is sometimes the Slardar for the Slithering Clash, or itong Disruptor na meron siyang Kinetic Field, Static Storm. It's really good as a first pick kasi parang hindi naman siya ganun kadaling kontrahin eh, especially in the lane. So I really like the Darkseer first pick for Mineski, and it is a great combo with Riki kasi alam mo, ilalagyan mo na Iron Shell si Riki, hindi pwede siyang umikot-ikot around the map and give out the damage.
Yeah, true enough.
Yep.
And it seems that Mineski's answer here, the Clutch Gamers, who have picked, well, the Shadow Demon and the Vengeful, is gonna be, from the looks of it, a position 1 Timbersaw.
Yeah, it looks like. So, nakita ko na to before. I'm not convinced by this Timbersaw position 1. I still think na kailangan mo ng hard hitter heading to the late game. Pero sometimes it works. Let's see if it will be. Kasi yung Clutch Gamers din naman, wala na din naman silang parang hard hitter like Medusa, Terrorblade, or Spectre on their arsenal. So parang nag-position 1 na Vengeful Spirit sila. Kasi yung Timbersaw naman, compared sa ibang parang spell damage, tawag dito, skill-dependent na cores, isa siya sa mga nagsiscale. Kasi yung kanyang mga damage is pure damage. Also, yung mga items na nakuha niya maganda rin, like the Aghanim Scepter, really boosts his damage. So, kumbaga, it fits yung requirement na isang position 1 na nagsiscale siya heading to the late game. So, I think it's still quite good, but let's see if Mineski can execute yun. Yep.
Yeah, that's the question. Kasi we have seen some teams struggle sa early game ata to get this, well, Timbersaw rolling. I mean, even though he does have the reactive armor to survive all of the pressure, parang ano pa rin, there's some difficulty, lalo na kung parang talagang total shred yung composition ng kalaban like we saw before with the Ursa. But we'll just see as we get ourselves into the second game in our best of 3. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You're now watching Mineski TV's coverage of Epicenter.
Southeast Asia qualifiers. Clutch Gamers on the radiant side. They have Fly Solo with the Treant Protector Armel on his Shadow Fiend. Rapi or si Hana will be your offlane Abaddon, and si Gabi naman dito ang position 1 na Vengeful Spirit, and Boombax will be your Ogre Magi. At dito naman sa side ng Mineski, on the dark side, you have Mushi. On the Templar Assassin, you have Raging Potato. Sabi nga natin, position 1 na Team Berso. Ninja Boogie will be your disruptor when on his offlane Darkseer, and Adam with his Riki pick. Tingnan natin. Alam mo, si Adam nung 343, lalo na nung last year, nung time niya sa Fnatic, isa siya sa mga unang nag-support Riki, lalo na nung naging available si Riki sa Captain's Mode yan. So, nung sa time niya sa Fnatic, isa siya sa mga nagpauso niya. Kasi parang nung time na yun, sobrang uso yung Bounty Hunter na support. Sabi niya, sige, try natin Riki. And he's really successful with it. So,
makes sense din naman.
Yep, it makes sense.
You need to have that permanent invisibility.
Yep.
Better than the Bounty Hunter has. Although, wala ka nakukuhang, well, extra bounty with the ultimate. But, in terms of the team fights, I think it's a good trade sa nabibigay rather than the pick-off ng Bounty Hunter.
Totoo yan. Kasi yung parang mas marami siyang nabibring sa table eh. Kasi unlike the Bounty Hunter na mayroon lang slow and the additional nuke, si Riki kasi meron siyang silence, which is very important. Kasi area of effect silence with the slow, with the mischance, great utility to have for a support player.
Exactly. Of course, now, it looks like Mushi, actually both mid laners gonna go for the 2v2 situation dito.
It's kinda expected for TA versus Shadowfiend. Kasi kung one-on-one na balugbugan sa mid lane, lamang ang Templar Assassin against the Shadowfiend at a certain stage. Lalo na kung na-outplay ng TA ang isang Shadowfiend, but with the presence of another hero like the Ogre Magi, di ba?
Yeah, lalo na Ogre Magi who has the DPS din to shred the refraction ng TA dito. Definitely a good counter. Boombox, look at him, super aggressive. 2v1 situation, doesn't even care that Ninja Boogie is right here.
Yeah. Looks like there's gonna be a wraparound though for this Riki. I think gusto niya makakuha ng isang courier kill dito, but the courier is way down dun sa base ng dire side dito ng Mineski squad.
Yeah. Solo dito si Vengeful sa bottom lane. And he's gonna go up against the Riki and the Darkseer. So not too much kill potential naman. At least for a Vengeful.
Vengeful Spirit is quite tanky as compared to other Agi heroes, but against two heroes, he might really go down. Yun na nga, inabangan dito ni Threat Protector. Pero wala naman laman.
Yeah, still, I mean, early game, I think that's where you really want,
of course,
to get this career rolling. Syempre because of the bottle delivery.
Yep. And a lot of items din dun sa even sa ibang course. Kasi hindi lang naman mid lane yung kakailanganin ng items in the early stages of the game.
Yeah.
Quite a big win. Also a good influx of gold naman for the side of Clutch Gamers. And let's see. 12 ang last hits dito ng ating Darkseer. That's what you expect from one offlane Darkseer. That's why it's really famous back in the day. Kasi nakakapag-lane talaga siya na malupit with his Iron Shell. Hindi ko pa natin nakikita yung Iron Shell onto the Riki kasi medyo halata naman eh. I mean, sa pub games, sobrang sikat yung combo na yun. But when it comes to pro games, of course, handa ng Sentry Ward sa mga players natin.
Plus, that's the thing. You really want to, I think, in a way, hayaan mo lang na hindi malaman kung nasan yung Riki so that, you know, he won't get spotted out. Make it easier for him to rotate around para hindi maramdaman yung presence niya. Kasi I think that's the other reason why you go for the Riki, just because you do have that invisibility, so you can go around the map, look for kills, or either look for objectives, maybe pick off the courier, which is pretty, I would say good on the side naman ng Clutch Gamers, but for the side naman Mineski, but we'll see. Kasi for now, the Riki's been tethered to the bottom lane, which is, for me, I mean, he doesn't really need to go around the map considering yung comp ng team niya, but still.
Maganda sana.
Yeah.
Sige, actually, din na question ko. I mean, if he pressures itong Shadowfiend, mas maganda sana yun.
Actually, yun din.
It would be the best output for them. Kasi it looks like Darkseer doesn't really need him. He doesn't need sa
it
bottom
doesn't make sense kasi Darkseer is already an all-around,
independent.
A strong independent Darkseer.
Totoo yan. Yeah. Tama ka dyan. But I don't know, maybe they would just want to give the experience din kay Templar Assassin, or maybe they are scared of this Ogre Magi na pwede mag-counter ng ng aggression from the Riki. But overall, I think minimal naman yung risk na gagawin dito ng Riki.
Sure enough, but speaking of risk, Boombox goes a little bit aggressive, gets trapped into kinetic field, and ayun.
Raging Potato gets the first blood with a
He does that.
whirling death. 1-0, pero pantay pa rin ang ating net worth chart dito. Ang good ay ano naman dito, the best lane going in favor of Clutch Gamers is this Abaddon, who surprisingly is, even when going up against a safe lane, eh mabuhay pa rin.
And speaking of that control or pressure here from Adam, we do spot it now. But Boombox timely TP into the mid lane will give some support to Armel. And 2v2 once more. Pero Sentry Ward should be spotting out. Well, this Riki actually roaming around and possibly going to be wrapping back into the mid lane.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Or maybe on the top lane, because this Abaddon is getting a lot of farm, a lot of experience as well. He is level 5. 5 minutes in this game. For an off-laner, that's one of the best things that could ever
Clicks
happen
back,
to you.
but does not get trapped into the kinetic field. Still, this Abaddon has to be very careful. Although, of course, he does have the Apodic Shield plus the Living Armor.
Yeah.
So, he's actually pretty safe.
Pretty safe indeed. And nakikita nyo na ngayon yung survivability ng Clutch Gamers, especially in the early game. So, meron na silang Living Armor, may Apodic Shield pa sila. So, grabe yung kunat dito. Ang hirap nilang talunin. That's also probably why itong Abaddon level 5 with
Armel. He
30
might actually be in
assets.
a bit of a pickle here. He is pretty low on HP. Pero does Adam actually have the damage to make it happen? I don't think so. I thought he would actually have won it.
Actually, parang siguro inisip na lang dyan
What's
na
the level of the Riki in his
posible
items?
ng Living Armor. What's the level? I mean...
Boss Direct, pwede pa check ng items ng Riki?
Yep. Let's see. So yeah, while we are checking
While we're
other
waiting.
items, yun nga parang hindi rin pwede ang Mineski dito mag-overstep. Kasi meron silang may threat ng Living Armor na pwedeng mag-turn the tides of the engagement dito for the favor of Mineski. Of Clutch Gamers, I mean.
Yeah, lalo na if you think about it, top lane wise, Hana is, or rather Rappy is super safe in the top lane with what you said already, plus the Apodic Shield. Boombox, look at this guy. He's just going in by himself.
That's the Riki with the Ion Shell, dealing a lot of damage. It's Boombox. It's gonna be the Leech Seed. Might help him dito.
Will he actually survive? That's the question.
That is indeed the question.
I mean, he's trying. Wow, he actually survives.
Actually survived. Okay, sige. First thing first. Ang ganda nung timing ng Living Armor. Wala na, tinanimingan niya na walang Ion Shell. Tapos, yung Leech Seed na ginamit na Fly Solo, kasi bukod sa slow, yung Leech Seed, meron din siyang binibigay na HP back. That's why the Ogre Magi survived like a boss there.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah. Wow. Good support play from Fly Solo.
So this
Marvelous.
is why Boombox is, going balls to the wall in terms of aggression.
Totoo yan, totoo yan. Napakatapang niya. So, all things said and done, mukhang pantay pa rin dito tayo ng net worth. Only 400 gold favor of the Clutch Gamers. I think they are pretty much content with what they have right now. Kasi yung mga cores naman nila, nakakapag-farm naman na matindi. As a matter of fact, yung tatlo nilang cores, payaman dito.
Now, question is, where will be our first invade or gank start from either Mineski or Clutch? I think Clutch is good na for just, slowing the pace of the game and farming. As for Mineski, do you think that they're gonna be on the clock here to actually go up against this composition of Clutch?
I think so, yes. But I still think that hindi siya yung parang 12 minutes magkakaroon ng big clash dito. I think maghihintay pa tayo ng mga 20 minutes bago magkaroon ng 5v5 engagements. Kasi they need something like a mech for the side of Mineski to survive yung Clutch Gamers. As well as the Desolator maybe up for the Temper Assassin, and then you want also for the Disruptor to have enough levels. So in terms of 5v5 engagements, kung tatanungin mo, tingin ko matagal-tagal pa dito. Pero yung mini skirmishes, I think Clutch Gamers will look for some. So they have the Vengeful Spirit as well as the Abaddon. So
and look at that, Rappy, the damage onto Raging Potato even with the reactive armor, pushing him back.
Really painful.
Ganda ng espada ng
Oo nga eh. Mamangha nga rin ako eh. might get kill Gabby, but Gabby just taunting
They're
them.
gonna start it off, but again, they have to be careful of the living armor here. Look at the damage from Gabby. Oh my goodness, Adam's very low on HP, but at least he does have the cover from his invisibility to save himself. And that's gonna be just that, but you can actually see Gabby's re-engage potential with the minus armor from this Vengeful Spirit. And into the top lane, we do see Rappy, well, give some pressure onto Raging Potato. And right now, like you said, we are seeing some form of aggression come out from Clutch Gamers.
This might be
this could be bad.
This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be the bash.
Seed start connecting, and that's gonna be a kill here for Gabby. Dunks himself.
And onto the top lane, they will get the kill on the Timbersaw. I imagine yun yung raises, 2 raises connecting as well as stun from Boombox. Even with the reactive armor, you're not gonna survive that. And this is a definite push. Meron kang Bloodlust, meron ka ng Curse of Avernus. Sobrang bilis nilang mapapatumpa tong tier 1 out.
Plus, all they gotta do if a wave comes in, Shadow Raise of Armel.
Raise.
That's the thing here. Like, Mineski shouldn't really allow this to happen, but because they have the Ricky, so
they should have been parang at least makapag-scout sila dito. I think yung warding dito ng Mineski is too aggressive for the air. Katulad mo, parang kung titignan mo, sobrang aggressive. 3 wards dun sa Radiant
and
side.
Mukhang gumugos na naman ulit dito si Raging Potato, but there's still 3 members of CG. There's gonna be the borrowed time. Gets stunned mid-air as he tries to actually Spider-Man away from the initiation, but he will not be able to survive. Gabby, I mean, he's actually pretty scared right now. Does have the Ring of Aquila plus Phase Boot, so his itemization's pretty good.
Yep. Look at that damage. Look at that damage. That's 700, almost 100. Yung right click dito.
Adam is here with the Iron Shell on plus invisibility. Oh!
Okay.
That was actually
might be
interesting.
the glimpse.
Glimpse back, indeed, and that should be the death for Gabby.
Tatlong hero.
Alright, medyo takot ako doon kasi lumabas yung courier.
Di ba?
Baka 1-shot, 1 kill ni Gabby yun, and then may items pa siya sa loob. So, even if he dies, that would be
worth.
Yeah, pretty painful for Mineski. Kasi namatay na 1 time eh. Mamamatay na naman for a second time. Gotta take care of your pets.
Of course. And there's gonna be the defense from Clutch Gamers. The thing with Mineski dito, hindi sila pwedeng mag short commitment, I mean small commitment sa isang pag-push ng tower. Kasi pwede siyang i-heal up ng isang Threat Protector easily. So if they want to push, they need to push successfully. Ibig sabihin, hindi nila pwedeng chip down lang yung towers, hindi pwedeng pa-chani-chani lang. Kailangan ma-close out nila yung pagpapatumba sa isang tower. Because if not, i-heal up lang siya ng Threat Protector, and all of a sudden, all of their work is gonna go down the drain.
Yeah, it's gonna be undone by just 1 singular skill. Problem here is, does Mineski actually have a good, pushing composition?
I think the answer is no, as compared to what Clutch Gamers has. Kasi meron na silang TA na, although it hits hard against the tower with the Deso, tapos syempre, the innate na damage din ng isang Templar Assassin.
Yeah.
It might not be enough. Kasi aside from that, wala silang hitter ng tower.
Yeah, it's nothing compared to what CG has, you know. Every hitter that they have, even the Abaddon is pretty good already. It's gonna be the initiation onto Armel here, but he dunks a Shadow Rage onto the retreating Adam. And here comes Rappy. He does have the Apollic Shield to push back Mushi.
Raise
as Armel is definitely in the safe zone.
Double kill.
Another Shadow Raise comes out from Armel, and that's going to be the 2nd kill for him. Boombox will be spotted out by Mineski, but I mean, that's just a support. You gotta see the fine lines here. Actually, no, they do get the kill onto Gabby.
Yeah.
But still, if they do transition this into a mid-tier 1, it still should go into the hands of 2-4-2-3
after that. But I like what Armel did was the blind raise also getting the kill onto the Ricky. Tapos isang sukat na raise naman to get that kill on the Templar Assassin. In terms of value, I think Clutch Gamers got the better hand of it. Kasi bukod sa nakakuha sila ng 2 kills ng Cordy naman, nakakuha rin sila ng tower.
Oh, the swap!
Wow!
You can't get away from that one, Raging Potato. Double multicast, and Gabby. Look at that swap.
Look at that swap, indeed. And then, I think sa mga viewers natin dito, I think you should learn from this kasi 2 beses nang ginawa ng Clutch Gamers yung pag-contra sa Timbersaw. Kasi mid-Timber chain nila ginagamit yung kanilang mga stuns. So nauna kasi Ogre Magic kanina, mid Timber Chain na stun niya dun sa top lane para mapatay si Timber. So this time, mid animation ng Timber Chain to swap for Gabby.
Gabby might be in a little bit of a pickle here. I mean, he does have the support from Boombox, pero I think he immediately smells it.
No.
Oh no, indeed. Pero dito si Fly Solo. Fly Solo has an OG, activates it and stops all of that aggression from Mineski. And here comes the reinitiation from Clutch Gamers. Mushi very low in HP, pero si Boombox ang mamamatay dito. But hold that thought, it looks like CG wanting to go for more Rappy. Goes in with the swap as well. Gets the stun, stops again. Well, the chain from
they
Raging
are
Potato.
very ardent, if that's the term. Parang lagi silang proactive in stopping the Timber so while mid Timber Chain para hindi siya makatakas. Kasi parang hindi nila ginagamit agad yung mga disables nila before that para talagang masisecure nila kill on the Raging Potato Timber. So who actually now has 3 deaths to his name.
Yeah, you have to give it to CG. Ang bilis ng kanilang
response.
Yep. They can see where Mineski is going, and Mineski actually, yung setup nila, it's nothing sneaky.
Yeah.
If you think about it, nakikita nila na may nag-rotate sa bottom lane. Isipin nila agad nila, oh, you know what, Mineski doesn't really have a pick-off composition. Kailangan dapat magkasama sila palagi. So, more so than not, palaging magkakasama ngayon ng Mineski paghahanap sila ng fight. And then CG can just read that, set up an OG, and turn the tides of battle in their favor.
Totoo yan. I'm really liking Clutch Gamers. Parang sobrang improve na nila as a team. Kasi, sabi, hindi ba, lahat ng mga sinabi mo at lahat sinabi ko kanina, that's not something that you'll see from normal teams. But they're gonna get the aggression onto Mushi. He's slowed very much, but there's the glimpse from Disruptor stopping the Abaddon from dealing a lot of damage.
Yeah, you have to do. I believe you have to take note that Abaddon's passive does slow down his targets, right? Yeah. So, if only, if that still connected to Mushi, could have actually died there.
Of course. They're gonna be.
There's actually even a haste rune, so that's gonna help out. Armel's gonna bottle it for himself, and Mineski actually coming in from both angles.
Yeah.
Ricky's gonna be coming in from the top side. He won't get spotted out by the ward, which is good, but CG does have an OG primed and ready. I like it.
I like it. It did, but the vacuum!
Oh, no!
Tatlo ang nahuli na vacuum dito.
Pero Armel comes in from the sidelines, and look at this. Well, look at the Shadow Fiend go over-aggressive. Has the haste rune. Magdadaktak pa siya ng Shadow Race once more. Double kill indeed. And all of that setup from Mineski, even though it looked glorious, was just, well, thwarted.
Not enough.
Grabe.
Mushi might be the last casualty here. This is going to be the buyback from Disruptor. Will it be enough though?
Yeah, mga gumugusto binibigyan, and Armel does have a whole bunch of HP and mana dito.
Dude.
And he's
gonna be the dieback onto the Disruptor, and look at you. Look at that. There's just finish up the Roshan after that. Kasi ang ganda sana nung ganda talaga. Hindi pala sana. Maganda na yung vacuum of 3 heroes into the wall to the Static Storm, but it only killed the supports. 2 heroes down on the Clutch as quickly as that para nakuha nila yung kill sa Ogre and sa Tread Protector. But that's not fast enough kasi nakapagbato pa rin sila ng skills. And after that, there were 4 casualties on the side of Mineski even after what Clutch Gamers did. And I really like the usage ng Shadow Fiend ng kanyang Requiem of Souls.
Actually, yeah.
Hindi na siya nag-look for the damage. Parang hindi na siya lumapit or anything. He just used it for the utility kasi may slow siya and may minus damage. Damage reduction on the side on his enemies. That's why si Mushi, even with essentially free hitting, reduce kasi yung damage niya.
Yeah, and aside from that, I mean, ang laki na nung effect, ang laki na ng impact siguro nung actually, malaki na yung impact talaga nung vacuum static storm. The problem is, para sa akin, hindi pa rin nasama si Armel doon. I think kung nasama siya doon, that could have been Mineski's win.
Of course. The important targets.
The most important target was not included. Yeah, exactly.
At ngayon, this death was gonna roll. There's gonna be the swap, pero blink out from Mushi. He will be caught by the stun and rain down on him. Mushi, but the vacuum catches 5. No follow-up whatsoever. Of course, wala naman silang ultimates dito. They stopped Mushi from being dead. But this tower is gonna fall down.
Yan ang problema. Minsan ang vacuum may sira, kaya kailangan mo siyang Ipa-repair, ipa-warranty.
Totoo yan.
Ay, yun lang.
That's a
1,100 worth of cargo pa.
That's a misplay from the side of Mineski. Now, how can they stop this ball from rolling? They have the Darkseer ultimate. They might use this to their advantage. Let's see if it's gonna be enough. There's a static storm as well.
Indeed,
Okay.
and that's gonna be the initiation. Pero Armel dashes out from the ultimate. They get the stun onto Raging Potato, the swap as well. And poor Timbersaw gets taken down once more. There's gonna be the glimpse back onto Rappy, but he's a pretty tanky Abaddon. Does have the Apodic Shield. Armel's definitely not gonna be the one to target here because he does have the Aegis of Immortal. Gets in another
Those
kill.
are important targets. Position 1, position 2. They take them down, and the tower with them.
Clutch Gamers, I would say the underdog Pinoys are showing themselves to be quite
The top dogs.
no.
Totoo dyan, parang hindi sila mukhang bagong team lang dito. Look at that, Gabby.
Oh.
He's just unrelentless. And GG's called 19
They
minutes.
already know what's up.
They know it.
Such a quick GG. And ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be going home before our shift ends.
Yeah. That's very early. Pero wala eh. That's Clutch Gamers for you. I think they are the hottest team left.
Oh, the hottest.
Hottest.
I didn't know. You like Clutch Gamers, ha?
Nako. Sila pinaka nag-iinit talaga. Well, that's kaya naman sila clutch eh. Kasi, ewan ko, hindi pala. Clutch pala is, hindi. Pag inisip mo siya on sa isang sasakyan, yun yung talaga nagpapatakbo sa isang sasakyan.
So, that clutch gear.
Ha?
Parang ganun, clutch gear.
So anyway,
so well, I get it.
Yep.
Clutch Gamers, before they were just sa Primera lang or sa sila Gear 1, but now it looks like they're probably going for Gear 5, Gear 6.
Yeah, for sure.
Yun na lang. Para di malito yung mga viewers natin kung pinag-uusapan natin.
Totoo yan. Yeah, a very quick takedown of Mineski. Clutch Gamers will advance to this Epicenter Southeast Asian qualifiers in a very convincing manner.
Yeah. I'm really curious what happens na to Clutch Gamers kasi sinabi na nito ni Butters na the next big thing that they're gonna be joining, of course, is gonna be the Manila Masters.
Yeah.
And so far, these other side tournaments that they've been joining, they have been performing really, really well.
Of course.
But there's also that issue na pag masyado na silang on top, yung sinasabi ni Butters na parang all eyes are on you na syndrome wherein everybody knows what you're gonna be going na. They know people know that Clutch Gamers like to go for the position with Bristleback, so they're possibly gonna be ready for that. So Clutch Gamers have to find that other I think tactic para hindi sila ma-prepare na ng tao.
Yeah, that yun eh. Parang kailangan mo na ng tinatawag na tactical depth. Parang hindi naman pwedeng parang draft-wise, kailangan meron ka mga nakatago sa iyong pocket din. Katulad ng Bristleback, that's also one of their pocket strats, Venomancer. But I think they have to find more para hindi sila ma-check. And in terms of in-game, parang yung movements nila around the map, yung mga maneuvers nila, they are, parang pwede mo na siyang ma-predict. Kasi lalo na pag live sila pinapanood. So I think that they also need to find some variants sa kanilang strategy regarding that. Right. But and in any case naman, they are really, really good right now. So they don't have to be super scared. Kasi pwede mo rin naman sabihin na maybe they can play what they want. I mean, what they're comfortable with and then just thrive from there.
Yeah, of course. Yep. Obviously naman, syempre. That's gonna be one of the things since they're yun kasi yun eh. If you're on this hot streak na, your cohesion as a team goes higher and higher from like yung parang may synergy rate yan sabi natin for 80%, 90%. Right now, CG looks like they're above 90% rate.
I agree
and
with
as long as they keep that when they reach Manila Masters, I think they should reach maybe even semifinals or even the finals. Hopefully. Hopefully. May nakakatakot din dyan eh. Pero we'll just see na lang.
We'll just see.
Pinoy pride.
Pinoy pride
talaga. Sorry.
I guess that's it for our coverage today for Mineski TV.
And guys, be sure to check out tomorrow. I think we're gonna be showing another Epicenter Best of 3-2 series, and guys, starting I believe 3 p.m. So check us out again at twitch.tv/Mineski TV, and of course, sali kayo sa aming Barangay Mineskis. Doon tayo nagkukulitan. Syempre, main Dota, pero
Yep.
we are trying to show na we're not just a Dota
Yep,
community.
totoo
We can
yan,
play
totoo.
anything din, guys.
eSports yun. Kaya nga
so-
tayo, eSports Pinas.
So fb.com/groups/esports Pinas. Again, we are introducing ourselves. I'm Asarai, one hell of a beast, and here with me now is
Wolf, the other beast. And,
And, yeah.
that's it for us tonight. Good night to everyone, and see you tomorrow. Goodbye.